Summary of Animal Shelter Detective Agency Book 1. Diamonds in the Rough by Rob Baddorf. Animal Shelter Detective Agency Book 1. Diamonds in the Rough by Rob Baddorf is the heartwarming and humorous mystery adventure for middle-grade readers. The story follows a group of shelter animals who form an unlikely detective agency to solve a baffling crime that threatens their home. Introduction. The shelter and its residents. The story is set in a bustling animal shelter where various creatures, each with distinct personalities and backgrounds, reside while waiting for their forever homes. The protagonist, Rinky Dink, is a determined and energetic miniature pinscher who has taken it upon himself to be the self-proclaimed guard dog of the shelter. Despite his small stature, he has the big heart and an even bigger sense of responsibility. Among the shelter's other quirky residents are Brutus, hefty bulldog who prefers lounging in the sun over engaging in investigations, Whiskers, tough and street-smart alley cat with mysterious past, a Peep, paranoid duck who claims to be in witness protection, a Nibbles, an energetic rabbit with a nose for finding trouble, and Squeak, tiny mouse with talent for eavesdropping. Together they make an unusual but endearing ensemble. The mystery unfolds the shelter annual carnival fundraiser to gather donations for food, medicine, and maintenance. The event is a huge success every year, thanks to generous donors and the hard work of volunteers. However, this year disaster strikes. Right after the carnival ends, the funds mysteriously disappear. Without the money, the shelter may not be able to provide for its residents, and worse, it could even shut down. The situation is dire, and Rinky Dink knows that the shelter's humans might not be able to solve the case in time. That's when he decides to take matters into his own paws. With the help of his fellow shelter animals, he forms the Animal Shelter Detective Agency and embarks on a mission to track down the missing money. Assembling the team, Rinky Dink quickly realizes that solving a crime is not a one-dog job. He convinces the reluctant Brutus to join him, explaining that if the shelter closes, there will be no comfy spots left for him to nap. Whiskers, always intrigued by a good mystery, offers his expertise in sneaking around unnoticed. Peep's paranoid nature proves useful in considering all possible suspects, while Nibbles and Squeak contribute their agility, sharp senses to the investigation. Though they have their differences, the team slowly learns to work together. They set up headquarters in an old storage shed behind the shelter and begin gathering clues, interrogating suspects, and piecing together the puzzle. Suspects and clues. Their first suspect is mischievous raccoon who often sneaks into the shelter looking for food. But after hilarious chase and some clever detective work, they discover that the raccoon is innocent. His crime is stealing leftover popcorn from the carnival. Next, they turn their attention to a group of shady-looking crows that have been seen near the donation box. Whiskers, using his street smarts, manages to track down the crows and overhears them talking about something shiny. The team believes they might have stolen the money, but after following them to their stash, they only find a collection of bottle caps and trinkets. As they dig deeper, they notice something suspicious about a new volunteer at the shelter. He arrived before the fundraiser and seemed particularly interested in the donation box. The animals devise a clever plan to spy on him, using Squeak's small size to sneak into places unnoticed. They soon discover that the volunteer has been acting strangely, making phone calls and sneaking around when no one is watching. The big reveal, determined to catch the thief red-handed, the Animal Shelter Detective Agency sets up trap. Peep, pretending to be asleep, keeps watch the storage area where the funds were last seen. Nibbles and Whiskers hide in the shadows, while Rinky Dink and Brutus stand by to confront the culprit. Their patience pays off when the volunteer returns late at night, searching for something hidden under a stack of blankets. The team springs into action, barking, squeaking, and making a ruckus until the shelter's human staff arrives. Caught in the act, the volunteer confesses that he took the money with plans to use it for himself, thinking no one would suspect an innocent-looking helper. With the stolen funds recovered, the shelter's future is secure. The animals celebrate their victory, knowing they played a crucial role in saving their home. The staff members are baffled by how the animals seem to know what was happening, but the Animal Shelter Detective Agency keeps their method secret. After all, every good detective needs an air of mystery, themes and messages. Beyond the mystery, Diamonds in the Rough delivers valuable lessons about teamwork, friendship, and perseverance. Each animal brings unique skill to the team, demonstrating the importance of appreciating differences and working together toward common goal. The story also highlights themes of second chances, as many of the shelter animals have been abandoned or overlooked but still find purpose and belonging. Conclusion. A new beginning. With the case closed and the shelter safe, the Animal Shelter Detective Agency vows to stay alert for any future mysteries. Rinky Dink, now fully embracing his role as a detective, is eager for the next challenge, while Brutus is just happy he can finally take a well-deserved nap. The rest of the team, despite their differences, find joy in their newfound friendship and sense of purpose. As the book ends, there's hint that another mystery might brewing, setting the stage for the next adventure in the series. Young readers are left eager to see what the clever animals will tackle next. Final Thoughts Diamonds in the Rough is an engaging and entertaining mystery that keeps readers hooked with its lovable characters, witty humor, and clever plot twists. Rob Baddorf has created a delightful world where animals take center stage as heroes, proving that courage and intelligence come in all shapes and sizes. Middle readers who enjoy detective stories, animal adventures, and heartwarming tales will find this book fantastic and memorable read.